Hello, hello. It's 7 o'clock. Is anybody out there? Hello, welcome to Tamara's Paper Trail. I'm Tamara Bertram, coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Let me know who you are if you're watching along tonight. You have the option of watching on Facebook or on YouTube. Either way, I'm glad you're here. Give us some comments. Let me know where you're watching from. Olympia, Washington is in the house. Hi, Ida. Washington. I said you were in, the other day I was saying, Wisconsin. That's not right. Washington. Sorry, Ida. I know my geography sometimes. Hello, Sonia. Welcome. Thank you for sharing. Hi, Melanie. Becky, thank you so much. Thank you. KY from, is KY, it's not Kentucky. KY. KY? Hi, River. Hello, Kathy. Hi, Lena. I know you're in BC. I love your view, Lena. Those are gorgeous pictures you shared the other day. Beautiful view. Beautiful view. Oh, look, everybody's in. All of a sudden, I'm going to cough. Excuse me. Sherry and Penny and Stacy from Oklahoma. Hi, Tracy, Jen, Paulette. Hello, Montana. Sherry, hello. And Carol. I know there's going to be a whole bunch more popping in. So I'll just start a little bit of a ramble. You know what, I mean, come on. Hello. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Excuse me. If you've ever watched me before, you know the first 10 minutes is generally just me. Right. Kentucky. Oh, okay. KY is Kentucky. Thank you, Ida. Maybe I'm not as dumb as I thought I was. Sharon, hello. Hi, Kathy. Marlene. Christine from Winnipeg. Is your sister playing tonight or is your sister tuning in? What? You know what? I don't even know what we're doing tonight. Does that shock anybody? Holy cow. Okay, today I received a few messages saying, hey, is there a Mystery Card Monday tonight? And I was confused going, well, I'm always live on Monday unless I say I'm not, right? That is pretty much carved in stone. But then I realized, oh, I know why they're asking is because I haven't been posting a recipe, right? I've got you guys trained. Well done, people. I had you trained that Monday afternoon I would hi, Crystal. Hi, Coral. That I would post a recipe. Oh, right, Paulette. That I'd post a recipe for the project or the card, the mystery card that we would be making in the live on Monday night. Now, if you've watched the last couple of lives I've done, I've mentioned this. I'm doing a little bit of a switch for now. I'm rolling with the punches. I am. I'm trying to pivot and I'm trying some new stuff because, again, if you follow along with me, you know my life is chaos. Now, my life is always chaos, but it's been more chaotic than usual over the last few months. Y'all know about my dad, the in-laws, things have ramped up on that level. All kinds of things are going on. So I need to be more flexible. And my Mystery Card Mondays, they're carved in stone in that I will be here live at 7. I can't miss them. You guys are my energy. You get me through the week. But I was finding that the prep for the cards and the recipe and the posting and making sure it was a good layout and all this stuff was taking at least 3 hours to get all that posted. And it was too much. It was too much. And I'm successfully pulling back, you guys. The last 2 weekends I have done sweet diddly squat. I have not been down in this craft room since Friday, like since my live on Friday. I'm taking the steps back that I need to. I'm taking care of myself, which I need to. You saw, if you're following my personal page, you just saw what I had for dinner. I have been in the kitchen 6 hours yesterday, 6 hours today, cooking my butt off, right? Paulette knows because she's in the same group that I'm in. I'm doing a food nutrition challenge for 28 days, and I'm talking, it is hardcore meal prep. And it better get easier because let me tell you, all I've done is cook and do dishes. So it's all good. It's fine. But today, the whole day this is why I haven't taken care of myself for the last 2 years. I was exercising. I was logging my exercising. I drank 4 liters of water, you guys, 4 liters. Tamara usually drinks like maybe an 8-ounce glass. Like it's nasty, like how much I don't drink. So I drank 4 liters today by 4:30, logging all this stuff. I'm also in the pre-diabetic course that I needed to do some work on that today. And like, it's crazy overwhelming, that alone. So today was all about, look at me. I'm just like, today was all about putting me first. Thank you so much, Christine. Thank you. And doing what I need to do. And bottom line is I'm not going to be able to work before noon every day because I have to get in my half hour of exercise. I have to get my meals sorted and the family's meals sorted. I need to be really organized and I'm not good at that yet. So it's anyway, long way of saying Mystery Card Monday is whatever I have time for. So I will always be here on a Monday at 7, okay? Unless I post, can't make it. I will always post, I can't make it if I can't make it. Otherwise, I will be here at 7. What we're going to do, I have no idea. If I'm having a great Monday and I have nothing but time, we'll do Mr. Card Monday. So maybe we call it Mixed Bag Monday. Tracy said I should call it Manic Monday. And I liked that. And then I thought, well, yeah, I am manic enough. I don't need to set that tone already. Maybe it'll be a calm Monday. But it's going to be a mixed bag. Whatever Tamara can handle is what we'll do. And actually, I really enjoyed last week. I really enjoyed showing you those really simple cards. And I've seen some people copy them, like case them. And that makes my heart just smile. So we're going to do the same thing tonight. We're just going to see what happens. And I'll let you decide what we want to do tonight. I've got a few things in my tickle trunk and I'll say, hey, and then I'll kind of lean into whichever one I really want to do. I've got a few ideas, but as of right now, I don't know what we're doing tonight. Thank you so much for your support, you guys. Truly, it means the world to me. It honestly does. Dad's back in the hospital. He hasn't come out yet. He's been there since last Tuesday night. Don't ask me what's wrong. I don't even know what's wrong. He has got a touch of pneumonia. He still has a bit of the UTI. He's got no leg strength. So it's just, there's all kinds of stuff. Need to change a mixed bag. Okay, Bernice, all right, I'll go with Mixed Bag Monday. I can because it really is a mixed bag. And there's going to be lots of tips and tricks. So I hope you don't leave me. I hope people who are tuning in go, oh, I don't know, she's a flake. I don't know what she's going to do. She doesn't know what she's going to do. Stay with me because last week we re-inked an ink pad and I'm going to, as I craft, I show you, Tamara's choice. I like it, Stacy. But I also like alliteration, in MCM and Mystery Card Monday. So maybe I'll change it every week. The mystery name Monday. Anyway, it'll be fun. There's going to be little tips and tricks as I craft. I show you what I'm doing and I tell you what I'm doing. So there's always something to learn. Right? No volume, Bev. Oh my goodness. Put on your captions. Bev. Thank you, Sharon. I love them too. I love them. Okay, so here's first of all, what we're going to do. Thank you, Kathy. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Mixed bag. All right. Okay. So where am I? There I am. Hello. All right. First and foremost, because operators are standing by. Tracy, the brains of the operation of T&T events, Tracy and Tamara. She's standing by with a link. Tracy, hit it. Go, Tracy. Our spring extravaganza is now open for registration. And it is, yes, the long weekend in May, which is crazy far away. There are a variety of reasons. I won't go into those because we're supposed to be making a card right now. But if you're in the Edmonton area, you can come to the in-person event May 18th in Mornville. Okay. There is a to-go option. All right. And it was very popular last year, but I need you guys to know something about that to-go option in a minute. I'll go through that. So here's the deal. You can read. It's $100. It gets you so much stuff. It's got a ton of stuff, you guys. So the $100 will get you a package of assorted in-color cardstock. We're focusing on in-color this round because having this so late in the catalog's almost over. So we don't want you to have to wait to get the product that's in that catalog. So Tracy and I, it was actually Tracy's brainchild. It was brilliant. We're going to focus on the in-color items because those come out in May. So the new in-colors will be released. So that's what we're focusing on. You're going to get a package of the assorted in-color cardstock, a package of the in-color designer paper, a package of the in-color embellishments, whatever those are, a fifth of the roll of each of the colors of ribbon, one other in-color product, because they always have another one, and all the paper, die cuts, all the stuff that you need to make each of 3 card designs. So that's 9 projects. And something else. It's usually a 3D item like a gift box or a treat box or a candy box or something like that. And I know, Stacy, that's a whole nother conversation. As discussed, life is busy, no nail polish. So that's all included. There are options to upgrade. If you add $25 to the $100 registration, you get the 5 in-color markers. If you upgrade the $68 option, you get the 5 pairs of in-color blends. And that, I believe, is our cost So no shipping and taxes included on that. The bigger the order is when we place the group order, the more we get for free stuff. So we're happy to do this at cost. If you want to bump it up, it could be $100, $125, $168, or whatever 168 plus 25 equals. Math is hard and I'm not going there. So the new information we have here is that the registration, if you register by and pay, you got to fill in the form and pay by March 3rd, you're entered into the early bird draw. We don't know what it is yet because we don't have the new catalog yet, but it'll be awesome. Usually they're dies, expensive dies. Like it's usually good. The final registration and payment is due by April 1st. All right. So that's what you need to know. And we don't know what stamp sets we're going to be using. So if you want the to-go box, which so many people got last round, it was amazing. We don't know what stamps sets we're going to use, but there will be probably 3 of them. Yes, 100. Thank you, Tracy. 100. I should know that. 193 for the all things option. Yes, but you don't get the stamps in any of these in the to-go options. That's not an option. So you have to buy them yourself, or if you would like to order the 3 that we're going to use, we can let you. We're going to let you know early April. I guess you can't order them then. Anyway, you don't get the stamps, so you have to use your own, or buy the ones that we're going to use, which we won't know until April. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. I originally was going to go through my classes that are coming up. I'm just going to mention them in passing. I'm not going to go to all the details. The Blueberry Bushel class, this one is April. Fabulous. The Enduring Beauty, I've got registration links up. This one is February 23rd. Lots of people have registered for this one, so thank you for that. And then this one I'm doing, I haven't designed them yet. I was supposed to do that yesterday. Didn't happen. I was supposed to do a lot of things this week. Didn't happen. So those are my classes that are coming up. Okay, so enough about that. Register for what you can. It'll be great. It'll be fun. It'll be swell. We'll have a good time. We'll hang out. Here's a question for you. So for my US gals who are watching, would you like, I know, was it Hope or was it you, Ida? Somebody was asking about my card classes in other markets, like in the US. Would you be interested in paying for a PDF tutorial of the cards? Yes or no? And if so, I don't know what people charge. Like, is it $15 for a PDF? Is that kind of what the going rate is, like 15 US for? Anyway, I'm thinking about it. I don't tend to do tutorials, but I can't get product or templates across the border. That's against our policy. But if you're interested, I'm thinking about it now. I might do a tutorial. That then you could watch the replay of the class, or I guess you could watch the live class, but you'd have to buy the tutorial and prep your own pieces. So anyway, if you have thoughts on that, pop it in the comments and let me know. I'm happy to accommodate my long distance friends. Okay, back to business. What do we want to do? Okay, here's what I was working on last week. You want to see? Here's something. When people spend money with me, they get tutorials. Okay, so this is what I was working on the weekend. I was playing with the celebration stuff. And this took me 3 hours to come up with this card. 3 hours. 3 hours. Yes, indeed. It was 3 whole hours. Then I decided, no, I don't like it. Well, I mean, I don't not like it. But I was like, no, there was a lot of coloring. I wanted to make a card and a tutorial that people would use. And this one it's a Handmade. Like, look at all that coloring. It was coloring. And so I thought, no, I'm going to do some more stuff. So I just want to show you these. This is what you get. If you spend $60 or more with me in the month of whatever this is, January, this is what you're going to get for my tutorial options. So there are like 15 of them. 15, 14 or 15 tutorials in there. And this is my submission for the, why won't you focus now? For the celebrations, oh, come on. The celebrations tutorial that we put together. And let's just focus, back it up. Back it up, back it up. There we go. So here we go. How cute are these? This is made with the Cradled in Love free celebration stamp set. So if you spend $60 with me this month, you're going to get that tutorial. Okay. Thank you, Ida. Okay, from US, you would love to be able to get, okay, interesting. All right. So tonight, ladies, here's what I was going to do. This card that I had shown you, that I put together for our open house. I thought, let's have a little play with this, but then I'm not sure what I'll do beyond showing you how to make this card. So then I thought, well, here's an option. There's a couple other things. Like I was flipping through my tickle trunk, and then I came across these little beauties. And I'm thinking I'll show you how to make this. Okay, do you want to learn how to use this Quiet Reflections, I think it's called, or how to make this guy, which is the Thoughtful Expressions? I hesitate to do this one just because there's a lot of coloring and it's kind of boring to watch, I would think, but I'm happy to do it if you guys want. So 1, 2, or 3. Vote now on what you want to do. Or do you want to do something completely different? I don't know. I think these are great cards myself. Thank you very much, Tamara. Lynn, G is not an option. Okay, we have a 2, a 1, a 2. So the 2 is winning so far. Anybody else want to chime in on this? Vote now. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2. This one's in the lead. If I have time, I can show you how to color this one. How about we do that? Anybody else? Oh, 3, 1, 2. Okay, maybe I'll do 2. And then if there's time, I'll show you just how to color, how to go crazy on, 1, 1. Kim, you got to be different, right? 2, 1, 2. Okay. And I'm not saying never. Like maybe I'll do this one next week. I don't know. I want to play. I thought this could be a mystery card layout, mystery card Monday layout. If we just start with this and then we mess around, hey? Okay, Melanie. Yeah, great minds think alike. I swear, we are sisters from another mister. Because I did think I could go through all of the benefits of the map, but I wanted to craft. So I think I'll throw in some benefits as we go along. How about that? Okay, so it's a little bit of a mixed bag, right? Okay. All right, guys. You're going to have to watch me cut paper because I'm not kidding. When I say I have nothing prepared, you should know me. I have nothing prepared. This one has a lot of layers. Nothing hard, nothing complicated. Just a lot of layers to it. Okay. We're going to start with a Night of Navy base. Now, and this, I mean, you can, okay, back up the bus. Beep, beep. This card came about because I was looking at this. And I love this hummingbird. But then I thought, well, how many of these hummingbirds am I going to color? Legit. Come on. In all honesty, this one took me about, I don't know, 15 minutes of playing. That was very fun. It was relaxing. But am I going to make like 17 of these cards? No, I am not. I might, however, make 17 of this card because you don't have to color. So backing up to last week where I did the inspirational sketches. Remember this little cute little chubster? My little guy. We didn't color him. We just stamped him in gray and then we embossed it, right? So, okay. That's one option. You can just stamp it and emboss over the whole thing. What we're going to do today, I like that you have no cards prepared but food. Linda. Right? You wonder why I have a weight problem. It's always food first. Food before craft. All right. Anyway, this one is, so it's similar. I love the image, but I'm like, am I going to color it? No, you don't have to color it. Okay. So we're going to start off with yeah. If you know me, the longer you know me, Linda, you'll figure out. Tamara does everything backwards. Like I'll have cards. Look, the first card class I had finished was for April, not January, April. And then I did the one for January, and then I did the one for March or February. Like I tend to do the things that are like, I'm surprised I haven't done my Christmas cards before my birthday cards. Like it's just as crazy. Okay. All right. Thank you, Becky. All right. I need a piece of paper. I'm struggling here. Hey, let's reel it back in. Okay. We need a piece of Night of Navy. I also need some boho. Yes. Now. Okay, let's go like this. Need my trim. Where's my trim? Where is my trim? It's right in front of me. Okay. So we're going to start by cutting our piece of cardstock in half, 5.5. So if this is your first rodeo, you've never made a card before, our card bases are simply a half sheet of our 8.5 by 11 paper. So I like to cut it this way. You could also cut it this way. You're going to get the same dimensions. You cut it at 4.25, but I like to cut it this way. So I've got my card base. Let's just put Mr. Trimmer over here for now. All right, so we're going to fold it in half. Oh, that wasn't even nearly in half. I see, I don't tend to score mine beforehand. I just do this because I seem to score crooked somehow. And I don't know. Then it irritates me if I can't line up the edges, and then it gets folded and I get cranky. So I don't pre-score mine. A lot of people do. But here's a Tamara's tip. So if you are going to score, here's what you're going to do. Let's just say that this was going to be our card base. Okay, so you're going to cut it at 5 1/2. But before you do that, turn it to 4 1/4 and score it. I lost my scoring thingy, so I just use this, my stylus. Score it. Then you cut it. So now you got your 2 card bases and they're already scored and ready to go. If you're a scorer, I'm not a scorer, so I don't do that. So that's a useless tip to me. All right, there's our card base. Now, we need some designer paper. Here's our card. Well, let's leave this little guy up here. Now, this designer paper comes from the Poetic Expressions designer paper. And it's beautiful, but it's so beautiful on the other side. I used all of these sheets for my making takes for our open house. So we don't get to use that one, but that's okay. We could use any of the other ones and we could change these to green, right? But I'm not going to. I'm going to stick with the blue in the same Poetic Expressions paper. Here's another boho blue pattern. Okay, it's baby pink on the other side, or not baby pink. This is bubble bath. I was going to say bubble gum. That's not right. Oh, yay, Bev. Wonderful. So I'm going to use this one, or another option. I mean, you can, here's a Tamara's tip, part of our mixed bag. Whenever I don't know which paper pack might have a boho blue in it, I'll flip to the back of my catalog and I'll look at these pages and I'll do a quick little scan and say, any of these have any boho blue? That one has a bunch. And then this one is actually from the Free Celebration paper. This is the Flight and Airy. So this is an option too. We could put the birds on here. Which one would you like me to do? Anybody have a preference? The blue or the flowers? Vote now. And you have to vote quickly because there's a delay. Meanwhile, I'll cut some more paper while you vote. Do you want blue or flowers? All right, so while you're voting on that, I'm going to cut another layer of my, what is this? This is the Night of Navy. And it is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. So 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. 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 4 3/4. Okay, so here's another Tamara's tip. When you're cutting your paper with this particular trimmer, don't push down on this. Don't be putting your body weight into this and pushing and sliding. It will dull the blade. All you need to do, you can even use your pinky. You just want to push it. Okay, you don't have to push down on it. Just slide it. Slide it. Okay, that'll keep your blade from being dull before it's time. Okay, so that's that layer there. And then this one is 1/8 of an inch smaller, so that's going to be 4 3/4 less 2 ticks. So 4 3/4 less 2 ticks by 3 1/2 less 2 ticks, which is 1/8 in grown-up language. 4 3/4 less 2 ticks. Okay, so that's this layer. And then the white is going to be 1/8 of an inch or 2 ticks smaller than that. So 3 1/4, she said, confidently measuring again just to make sure, 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And I do have one cut already, so there we go. So whenever you have a focal image that, you want to take up a bunch of real estate and you don't really know what to do or how to make it really fancy, just add layers. Just keep going 1/4 inch bigger, 1/4 inch bigger, 1/4 inch bigger. Okay, flowers, 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 blue, flowers, 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 blue, 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 blue. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for the flowers. Okay, flowers it is. Because you can see the blue looks like this, right? It's similar to that. Okay, let's do the flowers and see how it looks. Put him back. So again, this is from the free celebrations paper. And it's going to be 5 1/4 by 4. She said, just double checking, 5 1/4. I don't know why I'm second guessing everything tonight. So 5 1/4 wide by 4. So I'm going to cut it at 4 this way, and then 5 1/4 this way. Okay, so there are all our layers. Let's get all the shrapnel and stuff out of the way here. Let's put this back. Stay somewhat organized. Up you go. Back you go. Okay, paper can go over the trimmer. You can go over here. All right, giddy up. So this part's easy. We've got our card here. We're going to layer this here. Now, oh, look how pretty. Sorry, you get covered up. All right, now, like so. Now, these 2 layers I'm going to tape together with, oh, I'm not going to scroll. There we go. 1 of each. Oh, Lily, and that's ambition. It's 726, girl. No, can't do it. Because you'd like to see me try to color that other hummingbird if time allows. Okay, so while I'm here, I'm just going to pop this up on dimensionals just to get it done and out of the way. I like to use the Take Your Pick tool because I have no fingernails left. And as Stacy rightfully spotted, I have no nail polish on again because seriously, look at what happened to my beauties. Look at, like, they're gone. And I just haven't been doing them. The winter, like usually the winter months, my nails suck. In the summer, they're gorgeous. They get so long and so hard. And now that I'm eating well, they're going to be nice and long and hard again. So it'll be great. Okay, so there's our cards so far. Now, this is what I'm going to do here. Put him aside. So I'm going to bring in Mr. Hummingbird. Now, you would be, you might think that the hummingbird is simply stamped off. Now, if you know what I mean by stamped, I think you know what I mean by stamped off. It's a common, oh, he's a little bit, let's use a bigger one. It's a Stampin' technique called stamping off. So, I'll get some scrap going on here. And I'll show you, this is where the glass mat's going to come in handy. Okay, we just got some scrap going on. Back in the day, before the glass mat that you can only get when you order the starter kit right now, and or after celebrations is over, if you're a demonstrator, you will have an opportunity to buy the glass mat. As of right now, they haven't decided if customers will be able to buy these mats, these glass mats. Right now, the only way that you are guaranteed to be able to get one is to be a demonstrator. Either get it in your starter kit or buy it once celebrations is over, while supplies last. There's no guarantees that customers can get it. Okay, so that's a little plug to say, hey, if you want one of these glass mats, become a demonstrator. All right, so stamping off means, you know, instead of stamping right on your card layer, you're going to stamp off first. So this is so you stamp off, and then you would pretend this is my card layer. There, it's lighter, right? So you've stamped off, and this is what we call second generation stamp. And then a third generation stamp is like that. So you might think that this card, I might have gone stamp, stamp, stamp. And you absolutely could, right? Doesn't that look pretty much the same? It really does, actually. Now, here's the thing with the glass mat. Instead of using scrap paper and always having to rummage around looking for scrap paper, if you wanted to do second and third generation stamping, instead of stamping off on scrap paper, you stamp off on the mat. Ah! Can't even see that because, you know, it's in the way. My thing's in the way. You can just stamp right on the mat and then stamp on your paper. That's an option. And then this cleans up. You can use a wipe. This is a little intense. Like there goes my Take Your Pick tool. Hang on. That's a lot of ink sitting right there. And I could use my chamois. That's what it's for, is to pick it up. But I don't want that much ink on my chamois because then I just have to rinse it out more. So I'll just use a baby wipe that I have sitting here. And then you can go in with your chamois and just kind of, oh, for the love of Pete. What's going on here? Everybody's jumping off my desk. Okay. So this is one thing that you can use your glass mat for. You don't have to have scrap paper and go digging around and rooting around for stuff. But anyway. Okay. No nails January. That's right, Stacy. All right. Now, like I say, this looks like this is what I did, but it is not. I actually used 3 different inks. I used Night of Navy. I used Misty Moonlight. And I used Boho Blue. Okay. Now, whenever I do something like this in 3s, I get a little twitchy when they're not spaced evenly, but I'm also too lazy to actually measure it. So this one bugs me a little bit because you can see in this one, you can see his eye. In this one, you can't see his eye. So it's not spaced like I was looking at. Oh, that's not too bad. But if you try to space them starting at the left and moving to the right, chances are you'll fail. Really, trust me. Ask me how I know. Yes, I was thinking of that, Donna, doing the mirror image. Yeah, I will do that another day because that was one I was thinking of. But I'm not sure about the mirror image, the reflection. You can do the reflection technique here, but I'll have to research if you can do the mirror image. I have to look at that, and that one hurt my brain. So yes, stay tuned for another episode where we show you that one. Okay, so what I like to do when I'm doing the 3s is I'm going to stamp the middle guy first, and I'm going to go for there. So I'm going to ink him up in my boho or my Misty Moonlight. And he's fairly juicy, but that's okay. And I'm going to try to center him. I guess, well, I don't even know how I'm going to work that out, but I guess from left to right might be even, and we'll just try. Okay, so we're going with that. Let's call that centered. Okay. I'm going to close this up so I don't get my fingers in it. I can't find my my chamois thing. It's in here, like I cleaned. I don't know. I might have thrown it away by accident. I'm like, where did it go? Of course, I have 6 more. Don't know where they are. Why would I? Okay. So now I'm going to go with my second color, my lightest color, which is the Boho Blue. Now, did I use Boho or did I use, I must have used Boho. Yeah, I used Boho. I could stamp that off. I'm not going to. Okay, so I'm going to go with my Boho. And I'm going to try to get it at the same orientation. So his wings are going to try to be the same angle. And I'm going to stamp him down. Now this will dry a different color. Now he's lower than the other guy. That irritates me a little bit. That's okay. Let it go, Tamara. All right, and then the last one I'm going to go in with is my darkest, my Night of Navy. So I'm going to try to get his nose, his beak, whatever this thing is called, about that far away from the right-hand side, but I don't think I'm going to be successful because then I cut off half of his head. Maybe this wasn't the greatest. Maybe I should go left to right. This isn't spaced well at all. Maybe I have to make half his head. No. I don't like the spacing at all. I'm going to make his beak hang off the edge. There. So it's not too bad. Maybe you put the sentiment there or something there, but that's how you get the look like that. And maybe, let me just see if this will work better. Oh, you know what? I should go left, right, center. Let's do that. Yeah. Ding dong. Okay, let's go left. So we're going to start with the darkest on the left. Left, so his beak. Is it a beak? No, what is it? His, whatever that is, far left, is near the edge on the left. Then I'll go in with the boho on the far right. I'm just checking my comments. So this one, all right. So now I'll go far right, trying to get the same orientation over to the right as far as I can. There, this is smarter. This is why you always watch the show before before you do what I say to do, because I get it wrong a lot. Okay. Beak. Okay, thanks, Christine. It seems weird, like a beak on a hummingbird. Okay. Then I'm going to go in the middle with the Misty Moonlight. And so I'm going to try to just get these set of wings in between these sets of wings. And wherever his face lands, it lands. Okay, well, that's not too bad. This is centered, but the eyeballs aren't. So anyway, there you have it. This one is, I don't know. Yeah, it's garbage. I won't use it. Okay, so now we just go ahead, tape this down on here. Look at that, was a quick card. Holy cow. Okay, I might have to do some more stuff here. So look at that. This is how quick this is. Hey, wait a minute, that's not the right size. What's going on here? Oh, it's just, okay, the 2 ticks, my cutting was a little willy-nilly. Oh, that's bothering me. Look at that. That's a bad cut job. Let it go, Tamara, let it go. All right, then I'm going to come in and find my, ooh, I got to find them. My gems, whatever these things are called. Where are they? Where are they? Here they are. These ones are the In Color something or others. 2023, 2025 In Color dots. So that's what I'm going to use here, the blue. And then this I grabbed, do I have any scrap on my desk? No, I cleaned it all up like a good girl. This is all my scrap now. So I've kind of tidied it up. So how big is this? Is that the right? No. Sure, that looks right. Sometimes there are no words. That comes right out of this. You're in my thoughts today. How about that one? Okay, so you're in my thoughts today. Slap that down. And for this sentiment, I use the Night of Navy. Oh, Bev. Oh, that's not being hard on myself. If you think that is negative self-talk, stick around, girl. I can do much better than that. No, I say it. I mean, I love how quirky and weird I am and that I own when I screw things up. It's okay. Now this, okay. Oh, glass mat tip number whatever. So I don't know where this is going to stamp. I don't know if it's on straight. I don't know if it's cut straight this way. So the glass mat has grid lines. So you hover over one of these lines and you see, if I stamp this right here, will it be straight? Let me see. Then you know how to adjust accordingly. No, that is not straight. So I know that the next time I go to stamp, although I think it looks straight, I'm going to take the right side and I'm going to twist it down a little bit. So let's try that again. I'll try it a few times before I waste paper on it, right? So I think that this is straight, but now I'm going to take this far end and I'm going to twist it down a bit. Oh, see? Pretty good, pretty good. Maybe even just a hair more, but that's okay. I can work with that. So now I know I need to twist it. Let's see if I can get it. We'll see. The other option is use a really big piece of paper and chop it down. Okay, so this is where I would think it would be straight. So I'm going to twist it to the right and stamp and hope. Huh? Not bad. I twisted just a hair too much. I mean, seriously, that's just a hair too much on this side for me, for my liking. I think I can live with that. Let's try it again though. Let's see if I can do better. So I think it's here. I'm going to go a little bit higher. Twist it, stamp it. Let's see how we did. That wasn't enough. No, I want to do it again. Do it again. This is why I like having scrap, because I've got all the scrap. Now, again, we could just go with a bigger piece of paper and trim it down. Okay, third time's the charm, right? So go here, twist it, stamp it. Ah, nailed it. Third time's charm. Oh, okay. Oh, my daughter just got her new phone, so I'm going to get all kinds of messages flash up. Did you guys get that message flashed up? Okay. Now this is cut down to, let's see, what did I cut it down to? Here was 2. It's my little choppy guy. This was another celebrations thing we could get back in the day. All right, I'm going to chop it down to 2, maybe 2 and 2 ticks. How about that? And I'm going to flag end it with my scissors. Try not to smudge. I think that ink might be a little bit wet. Okay. And then this I popped up on dimensionals. Here's some dimensionals. We don't waste around here. Okay, so like that. I cannot believe it's been almost an hour. 7:39. I guess I still have 20 minutes. Okay. Put this guy over here. I always like them to overhang a bit. A little bit of visual interest. Then I'm going to come in with my, you know I like 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And Tracy, I'm with you on this one. It needs a bow. Tracy and I always agree it needs a bow. Mr. Bow Maker. There you are. Do a quick little bow. I think I do prefer it on the blue paper. I'm not sure about this flower paper, but hey, now I know. Tie a little bow. Do a little dance. Dance a little. Wiggle all around. That's what we do. I don't know what that's from. Some children's show, I think, back in the day. Let's put this, where should I put this? Over here? Sure. There you have it. Covers some of the birds. But anyway, there. You're in my thoughts today. So you don't have to color. I don't know if that goes there. But anyway, you don't have to color. Yes, Donna, I will do the insides and the envelopes a different day. We have 20 minutes. We have 19 minutes. Let's move on and do something else. What else can we do? Okay, so where's the one that I said maybe I would color? This one. Okay, this one was kind of fun. So you don't need to see me do it. This is an embossing folder from the mini that you may not have noticed because it's kind of hiding. They like to hide these things. Whenever I go through the catalog, I like to go through the back and see if I've missed anything. And so when you go to the back and there's the recipes of all the bundles, then they have just the stamps, then they have just the dies, and then down here they have the embossing folders, and then over here the paper, and like little things like this, like the square pillow boxes you might have missed, or certain embellishments that they don't jump out at you on the page. So this one is Layering Florals, the 3D embossing folder. So on page 65, like they kind of hide these things on you. Like you're sitting here, you're looking at your pictures, you're saying, oh, look at this look at Larry, my little chubby friend, huh? But look over here, tucked in the corner, they're like, oh, hey, here's an item. This one is hiding. It's not even got a full picture on the page, for crying in the sink. Look at that. Just this little guy. So it's easy to miss them, okay? However, here he is, my 3D embossing folder, and he's only like $15 or something. What did I say he was? He is $15. Okay, so I put that as the background. This is the everyday details. Okay, behind it, I cut out, you can see that peeking, a Parakeet Party deckled circles die so that you could peek through a little bit of color through that. And I'm only racing through this part just because I want to spend 10-15 minutes on this. But I can't remember what colors I used, so I'm going to have to go in. Bear with me. Chat amongst yourselves because I know I posted the picture, and I'm going to go case myself and find out what colors I used. I believe there's Parakeet. So chat amongst yourselves for a minute. Photos. Tamara's paper trail. Let's see what colors because I took pictures for myself as well as for you guys with the I thought I did. Where the heck did I put them? Were they on my... Hi, where are you? There they are. Okay. So I use Light Pretty Peacock. Light Pretty Peacock. Light Pretty Peacock. I think I used Parakeet Party. Let's see what else I used. Dark Pool Party. Dark Pool Party. There's a couple of those. Light Pool Party. I never know which ones are going to be working, which ones aren't. Light Parakeet Party. Did I already take those out? I did. Okay, and light. Okay, that's it. That's all. Come back to me. All right, you can just close down. Okay, there we go. So let's just do this on a scrap of paper because I'm going to color it and then I'm going to cut him out. So let's just grab something from the tickle trunk. And this is another beauty of the glass mat is that you don't have to protect your surface because the alcohol markers are going to shine through. What am I doing? What am I looking for? I'm looking for Parakeet ink. Or Pretty Peacock ink. normally you have to put paper under it, right? Because this stuff bleeds through. But you don't have to with a glass mat. Everyday details. Yes, ma'am. Yes, it sure is. Okay, and I'll go back and I'll check your comments, you guys. I saw a little bit of chatter going on. Okay, so I'm just going to start by stamping this little beauty in Pretty Peacock. Just on some scrap. Okay. Yeah. I really should have figured out, sorry, a little distracted there. Should have figured out exactly how I did all this coloring, but let's just wing it. There's no rules. So when it comes to using your blends, the alcohol in this will make this ink bleed a little bit. So your lines are going to be blurred, and that's okay. I mean, it doesn't need to be crystal clear. But what I wanted on this guy is I wanted to have some areas of really bright green and then blend that in with some of the other darker colors. And I am no expert on coloring, but when it comes to the blends, essentially what I could do is I could just go in and color this whole, you know what, let's just color this whole guy light. Now, I should have mentioned to you when I opened this, for those of you who followed along before, the way you open this, the blends, you do never, because that's proper grammar, do never just pull it open like this. Don't ever do that, because very often they're very, very juicy and alcohol drops will go everywhere. And it happens even when how you should do it is hold it like this. Then there's these 3 dots and you just kind of push on that with your thumb until it slides off gently. And then I give it a little shake on my hand. And a lot of times I'll get alcohol there. A lot of times though, I do open it like this and I'm like, oh, it's okay. And then it still drips. So now I tend to just do a shot in the garbage can just to see that all of the alcohol is not going to end up on my desk and ruin my project. So I'm just going to go in with some of the light parakeet. And like this is going to be such a muddied mess by the end. There's no right or wrong. You just go and scribble. Another thing I wanted to mention about these. This one's for you, Heather. It took me many years of working with Stampin' Up! To realize that there is the bullet end and the brush end. And I was forever looking to see which end was which. Well, there's a line. The skinny end is the bullet, the writing journaling end. And then the brush one is the fat line. Okay. We have these also on our markers. So the skinny line is the journaling end. See, I even open my pens like that now. So this is the end that journals. And this is the brush end. So fat and skinny, they're lines on your things. All right. Anyway, Heather had just realized that, and I said, oh yeah, I've known that for years, but I obviously haven't, hi Jenny, I obviously haven't mentioned that in quite some time because she didn't know about it. Okay, so now you're just going to go in and you're going to layer in some different colors. So I've got dark pool party here that I think I'll just go ahead and I'm just going to add in the blue where I don't want it to be such a bright green, and I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm just going to keep layering color, and I don't care that I'm going to go outside the lines. They're going to bleed. This is going to be so full of alcohol, like it's going to be really soaking through this paper soon. That is fine because I'm going to cut it. There is a die that cuts this out, but I'm actually going to go back in with my paper scissors, my paper snips, and cut it so there's no white showing, because it starts to bleed and gets all outside the line. So I'm just laying down some color like any which way. I don't like to leave these on the desk with the cap off completely because it's alcohol and it will evaporate in no time. So I just like to leave it there, and I'm just going to keep going in, grabbing the different colors and just adding more ink until I get the look I want. So I really kind of want his tummy and his head to be the brightest. So you can just kind of go back in and add ink where you want it. And if you end up putting down too much, you can take some away. All right, so I'm just going to set the cap there. I'm going to go back in with my dark parakeet. No, this is a light parakeet, and this is my dark parakeet. I'm going to go back in with my dark. And if you just go over the entire image, they're going to bleed together. Like it's just, the color's going to run. I'm trying to stay away from his eyeball because I don't want his eyeball to be a weird color. But as you add more and more ink, they're going to blend and bleed together. That's why they're called blends, is the alcohol. See how it's getting more and more saturated. And then you don't end up with harsh lines in your drawing. Hi, Minnesota. How are ya? Thanks for tuning in. So it's really wet. So now I'm just kind of going back in over the heavy lines that Stampin' Up! Drew. Right? It's line art. So where he's got more of these lines, I'm going to go in with my darker colors. I'm just like, and even these dots, I'm just going to go in and dot them where they do. And it's going to bleed a little bit. That's okay. That's kind of what we want. I don't want a harsh line. There's no harsh lines on the bird. And he's just coming out beautiful. Like, okay, my shading, my lighting isn't great. So I'm going to go back in with my, is this the dark one? Doesn't really matter. Like, just whatever you want to pick up. And it's going to be a real gradual color of a really pretty bird. And I came up with these colors because I just Googled Hummingbird to see what the heck color a hummingbird was. What time is it? 7:51. So I'm going to go in a little bit darker. Like I say, I'm quite fine with it bleeding outside the lines because I'm going to trim it anyway. So it's a little bit more blue, but look at how wet that is on the back, right? But it's okay. It's not ruining my work surface. Now this one, I don't want it quite that green over here, so I'm just going to go in with my pool party and just make it a different shade of green. I don't need it to be that bright. Like that. Like, and you can leave it. You can keep going or you can not, like whatever tickles your fancy. Like that. But he's so pretty. So then there are dies that will cut him out. Look at that. It's 7:52. I still have time. Except I don't know where the dies are. If they're a big set of dies, they're over to the left, generally speaking. Unless they're over here, which they are, because it's a big set. Look at all these dies you get. This is why you need this set. Okay, so I'm going to scooch over here and I'm going to cut him out. Okay. As close as I can. Cut him out. So there he is. Now he hasn't bled too far out the lines, but you can see I did a pretty lousy job of cutting. So I can go back in and fussy cut that. Let me get into my tickle trunk of shapes and see if I have this big one cut out. Oh, look at me. This is, God, sometimes I'm on fire. All right. So I have that. As I mentioned earlier, so you can take out your deckled circle dies, which you need. You need these. You get like 14 of them, 15 of them, 14 of them. No, that's too big. So I just looked for one that was slightly smaller. Oh, this was like almost exactly the right size. Let me see. This can't be that one because it's not out of... Okay. I just wanted the green to poke through the holes. Okay. So I still have 7 minutes. I got time for this. I'm going to cut this out of parakeet. No, lemon lime. Well, lemon lime and the parakeet look very similar. So grab a piece of parakeet. And I'm going to cut my deckled circle. I'm going to put it back because this one I will lose. All right, there we go, Donna. Look at me go. Okay, now you can see no holes, or like no color behind the holes. Now there's that little bit of green pulling through. Okay, so I'm going to just put some, I'm going to use liquid glue because I might need to move this around because this circle is just a hair smaller than this one. So I want to make sure that I can move it around like that. It was going to show on the sides. So put it down like that. Like that's how tight that is. Like, can you see? There's no room here for extra overhang. Oh, he's hanging over a little bit. Wait, it's probably dried too quickly. So if you have to, you have a minute. That's pretty good. Okay, so it just hides in behind there. I still have time, so let's do this. Giddy up. Another thing about the glass mat is there's a grid down here. See this grid? This I can tear this off now, like this, because it's falling off anyway. That's nasty. I can measure on here. So measuring this card, this layer is 3 3/4 by 5. And I don't have any 3 3/4 by 5. I've got to cut me some more. So 5. Like, how quick is this card? Honestly, like, I'm almost done it. 3 3/4. That included the coloring time, so it's not as bad as one would think. Is that the right size? 3 3/4 by 5. Yes. So let's run it through if I can find the embossing folder in less than 10 minutes. Even the way. There it is. This one. Layering floors. So you know that this has to go in the machine first. So line it up on the black line. Close the folder, and it goes this way through the machine first with the gray number 4 plate. Four minutes to go. Okay. No problem. Well, a little bit of a problem. All right. So this I'm putting on, I don't even think I have a card base. I'm out of card bases too. Lord. Found one. Fold this in half. Don't know where my... Okay, this. This is up on dimensionals. Gotta hurry now. I know these dies are amazing. The deckled ones and these everyday. Okay, I'm gonna do, I like to do 6 now. Kind of hooked on 6. Take off the tops. Garbage. Okay. Let's go like this. This I actually put on dimensionals as well. Take off the tops. Like that. He's actually on dimensionals as well. So yeah, it might cost you a bit more in postage. But honestly, when did I start this card? I had 20 minutes to go, and I still have 3 minutes. So it's less than 20 minutes for a card. Okay, put that up there. Now, this little doodad is from here. I did that in, actually, that's Granny Apple Green. What was I thinking? I'm do it in parakeets. So this card that just looks so crazy over the top time consuming, it's been like 20 minutes and I'm almost done. What time is it? I got 2 minutes left, so take him out of the... Come on, don't slow me down now. I'm busy. I have a deadline to meet. Come on. Anybody else do that? You just slam it on the desk and hope for the best? You little stinkweed. You're slowing me down, man. What the heck? All right, I don't know what that was about, but anyway, okay. I'm going to do a glue dot, if I can find them. Yes, I can. Glue dot. 7:59. Okay, so we're going to put him over here. So I wanted it to look like he was taking nectar from there. I have, is it retired? This, no, I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Where is it? My baker's twine. Where are you? There's a little bit. Oh my, I think I'm running low. Baker's twine. Okay, do a quick bow. We'll do an extra minute. We'll go a little bit over time. 7:59. Little bow. I can't believe it's been an hour. I mean, yeah, I talked to, oh, stop. Saying, hey, you have to take your meds. Oh, stop it. What did I say? Hey, stop it. Okay, so I'm going to put this right in the middle. Like that. And then, very quickly, the enjoy your day. Put the die away. The enjoy your day. Same stamp set. Now that I've destroyed all my ribbon. Some scrap. I stamped this in the Peacock. 8 o'clock. Not overtime yet. It's 8 o'clock. Enjoy your day. Snip. Snip. Get in the field of vision. Snip. 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 So enjoy your day. I mean, that could just be just thinking of you. That could be a birthday. Come on, all the way down here. See if I had fingernails. Enjoy. Am I smudging it? I think that's crooked. Bothers me. Like that. Enjoy your day. Minis, minis. Come on, minis. We're almost done. We can do it. It's 8:01. We can do this. Enjoy. Enjoy your day. Your day. And the reason I cut these like this is because it was too big for this little space. So I just thought, all right, chop. If you don't like the sentiment and the size that they've got it, chop it up. Enjoy your day. Ta-da! Finished! I did it! I did it! 2 cards! I know! In less than, like, that wasn't very much time at all. So, I don't know where my other card went. Here it is. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Any footballers from the UK in there? That's a footballing song. Okay. That's it. That's all. I did it. Okay. So hi, Kay from Australia. Welcome. Thank you, Becky. Oh, hi, Marcella. Welcome, honey. I hope you're feeling better. Some wink. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Oh. Hey, do you want to see another trick? Okay. Yes. So Donna is saying add some Winkostella. And yes, I can do that. Another trick, though, to adding color to these, I mentioned it in Tamara's tip the other day. See, look at me. I could just fill hours doing this. If you wanted to spread some of this color, you just take your blender pen. What is this called? This is called a blender pen. And you can just drag it over your image, and the ink is going to bleed ever so slightly, which just kind of blurs. Is this one even wet? It's not that. Hang on. Anyway, it's a little bit wet, not too wet, but it can pull some of the color in. So again, you don't have to color these images. It's going to blur over. You can see that this one's starting to blur and blend. So I know, right, Bev? Mind blowing. And then you just want to, this one isn't very juicy. I need a better one. I need to show you. Don't go away. Wait. Well, you can go away if you want to, but I wish you wouldn't. Hang on. Where's another? I've got like 17 blender pens. You know I do. Oh, let's get one that maybe is a little bit wetter. Anyway, so yes, because this is a lighter blue, it's not going to be as bleedy. Okay, this one I can pull the blue. There, that one's better. You can see that a lot better. See what's going on here? You just get a hint of color. So it's lighter than using one of our... Now, you don't want to do it too much or you're going to end up pilling your paper because this is wet on paper, right? But it'll pull some of the color. So it's softer. You don't have to use pencil crayons. You could use pencil crayons, but it gives a little bit more depth to your color. Very cool, right? And yes, the Winkostella would do the same. If I have one that's alive. I don't think I... Oh my God, all my things. I've cleaned up. Who authorized that? I don't know where my... Oh, it's all... I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't know where it is. Somewhere there's a Winkostella in here. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. That's all. I'm done now. Okay, thanks. Good night. That's it. That's all. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I hope you learned something on that. Just know that you don't have to color all these images that you're, oh my God, I don't want to color. Because a lot of people don't like to color. I think they're crazy. I like to color. But there are our cards. I'm going to post pictures of these at some point. Might be tonight, might be next week. Who knows? Meanwhile, register for the extravaganza. You have, I don't know how much time you have. What did I say? April, May, March. Somewhere there's a poster. I don't know. Whatever Tracy said. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, register for it. Tracy posted a link. I will see you back here Friday morning for Coffee Break, my virtual newsletter. I'll send out a newsletter on Wednesday with registration links to the cards for my card classes. And I will definitely take into consideration, you guys, I might offer my first PDF tutorial. I just have to wrap my head around it. I actually haven't worked in like 4 or 5 days because, as discussed, life. But stay tuned. I might work on that for you guys, long distance. And thank you for your time. I enjoyed that. Have a great week. See ya.